Yo, Ebusian, we are back again for our next reaction, and Dr. Hassan Ayariga is back again. Wutu. That's what he gave out yesterday. Yebra and a student and an interview no ewo TikTok. Ebusian and Rano and easy. Video no dorsal, but this is what we're gonna bring to you guys because this is where he said if the Igbo king thinks or your Bema, or see if he think is man enough to celebrate that festival, he should try it. Now let's go and listen to Dr. Hassan Ayariga in full. It's very long. Let's listen.
I got a call. I don't sleep. As for me, I don't sleep. I got a call from a blogger. I picked the call. He's greeting me. Dr. Ayariga, how are you? I said, I'm fine. And some 6 Nigerians have attacked me. They have attacked me in my car. They want to take my car over. I managed to run away, and then I called the police. The police came, got one of them. When the police arrested him, even in front of the police, the guy was threatening that they will kill him.
The Nigerians were threatening the Ghanaian that they will still kill him in the presence of the police.
In front of the police himself told me this. The policeman told me this. He said, Dr. Ayariga, what you are doing now, we are all supporting you. But our uniform is stopping us from behaving the way we want to behave. He said, we arrested these guys. In front of us, the guy threatened the boy. I said, you know what? I'm taking up this case. The next day, I called the police and called the guy and said, okay, send this case to the headquarters. I want to handle this case and get back to me. They were so arrogant and told the police, in front of the police, told the gentleman that they will kill him.
The audacity.
So you see, if you don't cut the head of the snake, cutting the tail is nothing.
Because they are having that kind of power because they know that there is a big man who is going to support them. That
is it. So you cut off the head of the big man, send him out of this country, so that they know that they have nobody. If they want, you see, let me be very sincere and honest with you. We're talking about Igbos, we're talking about Nigerians, but there are decent Igbos and decent Nigerian men in Ghana here too, who are doing legitimate businesses.
Yeah.
And are doing well and have married our daughters and our children. And they're happy with them. And they've lived happily with no problem. They themselves, most of them have called me to tell me they are pleading with me. They want to come and meet with. I say no meeting. I said that one, nobody will get a meeting with me. No meetings. I'm not meeting any Nigerian. I'm not meeting any Igbo man. But I'll do what is right for my country. If it affects you, then know you are part of the game. If it doesn't, then know you are never part of the game. You understand? So when they call and plead, they distance themselves from the criminal activities of some of the Nigerian guys and their chronics. They are not even happy with Ejug Kude. They are not happy with him. They are just not happy because they were living happily until he came and said he's going to buy land. No, he didn't say he was going to buy. He said he had bought land.
He has bought, and we know that the land is still in existence.
Yes, and now somebody sent me a video and said, Dr. Ayariga, this is the land they are talking about. Go and look at it. They bought it. So all these things, we are putting all these evidence together. We will storm that place. The national security will storm that place. Get the documents of the owner of that place. If it is for them, yeah. You see, they are playing with our minds.
They are playing our mind, doctor, and we've got evidences of that they've started trying to create roads and drains in that area, and we are also trying to do some sort of investigation that we can send so that we can send to you to add to all your investigative product and send to the BNI. The other question we want to ask
All right, guys. So at this point in time, Dr. Hassan Ayariga will be answering one or two questions about ECOWAS treaty and stuff like that. And our brother Nestuna and Bisano questions na dear. But Niama ne Ekosono, Ebusia, and what shit. Anyway, Yonkoti.
It is proper visa, and then because of the ECOWAS treaty, it's actually causing an influx of illegal people who do not have good intentions to live in the country. How does Ghana treat these things so that we can actually take people out of the country? Because if we set a task force, a vigilante group who goes to arrest 10,000 or thousands of Nigerians and send them away from the country, because of the ECOWAS treaty, they will be able to still enter the country because it allows them, it gives them the power, it gives them the authority. What is your stance, and what would you say to the youth out there in terms of this ECOWAS treaty, which binds us and allows foreigners, African foreigners, to enter our country freely? Thank you.
You know, ECOWAS by its foundation was established to promote free movement of people and goods within Africa, especially within the West African zone. But you see, whilst ECOWAS guarantee free movement, okay, it does not say Ghana cannot strengthen its borders, all right, to make sure that people come in legitimate way with documentations. It only guarantees free movement. It says you can move freely, goods and services within the West African countries. And that is a policy. But that policy does not mean that you should allow, okay, criminals to come into your country and misbehave. No, it doesn't. So it is our responsibility to strengthen our borders and to make sure that anybody who is coming within the ECOWAS community comes through with a legal documentation that we will use to be able to know the person in our country of how we live. We cannot say, because it's ECOWAS, come into my country without documentation. No, that's not the meaning.
Okay.
You have to come into a document that defines that you are a member of the ECOWAS community. And then our immigration officers and our police must document you properly. And that is why I've been talking about national database. Because when we have a national database, nobody can just walk into Ghana and walk out. There'll be a data that will capture every information of who comes into Ghana and who leaves Ghana. Until we put all these system in place, then we will be living in a very safe environment. If we don't do that, then you can have hooligans, criminals, who now commit crime in Nigeria or other countries and run into Ghana for safety. Don't forget, most of the criminals, people living in Ghana here, most of the criminals are wanted in Nigeria. Most of them are wanted in Nigeria. Most of them are criminals. So they see that Ghana is a free zone, free border. You don't need any document. You just come and pass and bribe. And that is where I have a problem with our people. Bribery or corruption. And it's affecting our country now. It's affecting our citizens. We take money, peanuts, just to allow certain group of people to migrate in. So ECOWAS and its nature only was established for free movement of goods and services, but does not stop you from having border checks. It does not stop you from making sure that people walk into your country legitimate. It does not stop you from recording the information of every person that comes into your country. It does not stop you from penalizing criminals and sending them back to their country of origin. It doesn't. So let nobody tell you that ECOWAS is a body that guarantees them to come and live in Ghana. No, it does not. What guarantees you to live in Ghana is the Ghanaian laws, regulations, the Ghanaian society. When they allow you to come into their country to live in as a legitimate person, documented person, and then behave in a manner that will not cause national security threat or will not be a national security threat. You are not a criminal, or you are not, an occult. We allow you. But if you do all these things and you think that ECOWAS community, that is why I am writing to ECOWAS about his activities in Ghana, so that he will be deported or jailed. Because you must prove it. And I'm not, this is my petition, I am not tagging Nigerians in generally, no. I want to deal with the man. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm not tagging all Nigerians. Nigerians have their character. We'll deal with that one on a different level. But my level, as a presidential candidate, face to face. I'm proud of. Honestly. We're going to face you straight ahead. So you know who has petitioned all these institutions. Don't think that some group has sat somewhere and petitioned. No, there's no group. That's me. One person. And I'm putting all my thoughts together.
Lovely.
So in as much as ECOWAS allow free movement of goods and services to neighboring ECOWAS communities, it does not say that you cannot check, regulate the movement of people into your country and make sure that they are all properly documented. And it also does not say that you should sit down and allow criminals to come into your country and misbehave. That is why Ghana has a law, the Ghanaian law. That's why my problem, with all due respect, is that we need to check our judicial system very well, our law courts, because they allow all these people, the lawyers should also know that in Germany there's a law. If you want to protect a criminal, against the state, you know what the police do?
No.
They just pick the person and deport him. They don't need a court order. By the time the court realizes the person is deported, that they will call them the cripple. They can do that with you. They don't care. So they also have that power to do that. So we should also have powers that certain group of people, when you send them to court once, send them to two, and they're freed, the next time you don't send them to court. No. My way in Ghana, oh man. You dare not do it.
Okay.
In Ghana, you dare not. So you
Thank
just
you very
send the person away, because that person is going to cause havoc.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look, you know Princess Diana?
Yeah.
The late Princess Diana. You know the husband?
Yeah.
Good. When the British realized that this man is going to cause trouble for them, with all his investment, he has a lot of banks, a lot of companies in Britain. They never gave him a British passport. They never. They allow him to use his country passport. With all his wealth that he had, there are certain group of people, when they become a national threat to your security, you don't accommodate them as normal people. There are many Ghanaians in the UK who gets the P very easy. They don't even have $10,000, 10,000 pounds in their accounts.
No.
They go and work and pay their taxes and go home. At the end of the month, they take their 3,000 pounds, and then at the end of the month, they can't even save 500 pounds. They have British passport. But this man, who has built company big, I forgot one of his companies name, very huge one. They never gave him a British passport. He went back home and died. He went back to his home country and died. You understand? So there are certain people, when they are becoming a threat to your country, you treat them differently. You treat those people differently. You don't treat them like any other person. When you give them the rope, they'll pull it till the end, and you cannot hold the rope anymore. So you shorten the rope and you cut it, and you pull the rest away. So we need to learn to handle people like that. It is not everything we have to say protocol, diplomacy. Diplomacy for what? How can I be talking about diplomacy with a criminal in my country? When I'm the armed robber in my country?
It doesn't make sense.
Well, it makes sense. What kind of diplomacy do you handle with armed robbers? I watched a video 3 days ago. An armed robber killed 3 armed robbers. Young boys. I'm told he put them, and that they went to rob without his knowledge. He just put them down and fired them because
I saw that video.
You saw that video.
Yeah.
This is Nigeria for Igbo man. This is Igbo people for you. They don't value human life. But in our country, Ghana, we value the life of every citizen, even foreigners. There are Nigerians who are also living very, very decent life in Ghana here. Very decent life. That's a fact. There are Igbos who are also very, very decent people who are living in Ghana. That's a fact. There are Yorubas who are very decent people living in Ghana here. There are Hausas. There are Chinese who are also. We don't want to say that we don't also have bad nuts in other other countries like Chinese, Lebanese. Lebanese are also misbehaving, but when we started dealing with them, they stop.
Yeah.
When those days Lebanese could just beat Ghanaians and shoot them and kill them, now do you hear of that nonsense anymore?
No.
When Chinese could just do anything, they themselves are being deported. When they hijacked them from Galamsey side and deported them, do you hear of all these things anymore? Now the Galamsey side is not merely occupied by Chinese anymore. It's by our citizens. Our own citizens, our own political leaders. They are the ones destroying the Galamsey side, no more Chinese. They bring in the Chinese to come and do the work for them, the dirty work. So we must put laws to guide us. And in guiding us, we must have the fear of God in us, that we have a country to build. We have a nation to hand over. We have a sovereignty to hand over to another generation. Look, today, let me take you back a bit. The almighty Rawlings, where is he?
It's gone.
How many times do you remember President Rawlings?
Never.
This is the man who brought independence and who brought democracy.
Democracy.
Right?
Yeah.
Good. Who brought back democracy? Where is President Nkrumah?
Gone.
The man who brought independence to us. We only celebrate his birthday the 21st of September. Where is President, the good professor, President Professor John Evans Atta Mills?
Gone.
We've forgotten about him. What about, I don't know whether you remember President Hillel Imam.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
There are many, if you ask who is President Hillel Imam, they will even remember. It's gone. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Ali Mahama, former vice president, is gone. Amisa Atta is gone. You understand? So nobody has the monopoly of power and will remain for life. Do you understand?
Yeah.
We will all go one by one. But everybody has what to do. You have something to do before your time comes and you go. So it's a state. Governance, what they say, governance is a continuous business. You do yours, you leave, you move. Today, you are sitting on this platform, interviewing Hassan Ayariga. Tomorrow, somebody else will be sitting on your platform, interviewing another person. Only when you handle this platform right and keep your viewers and keep your supporters and give them accuracy, accurate information, that they will continue to be loyal to you because they know that whatever you bring on board is loyalty. People are speaking the truth to power. And people who come and speak are going to educate the rest of the Ghanaians on things they do not know. You understand?
Yeah.
Be honest with you, Ghana is a mess. Ghana is in crisis. Ghana is seriously in crisis. Whether we like it or not, we must admit that we are the architect of our failure. Our corruption level is too high to the extent that Nigerians can bribe and have our passports. Now our passport is being used by Nigerians to do any form of business, criminal activities everywhere. They now know that you can walk into Ghana and get a Ghana passport. They know. So they migrate and come to Ghana, pay $1,000 or $500, get a Ghanaian passport, go back to Nigeria, and now start using our passports for various kind of activities and crime. I am telling you this. If we do not stand up, one day we will get sanctions from several countries not to visit.
That is the problem.
And not be given recognition and respect anymore. Not by our doing, but by our ignorance. Are you getting? Not by our ignorance of allowing other nationalities to hold our passport without proper due diligence on their credibility and ability and their persona. We like money too much. We take bribe too much. We don't think about our country. We give away our country for peanuts. We are not patriotic citizens. We must put Ghana first in our hearts, and Ghanaians first in our hearts, so that we can love each other, love our country, and protect the country we call Ghana, and defend it, not our pockets. Have you seen any rich man dying with his money?
No.
Have you seen any rich man being buried with money?
No.
But they bury your integrity, if you have one, before you die. And if you die with one, that is what is left in the world, that people talk about you. So what are we doing as a country? Our citizens are the best workers in the world out there. Out there, go around and look for the best workers in the world, in any part of any kind of companies, any company, being it McDonald's, being it big time companies, being it anything. The best worker is always a Ghanaian up there. Come to Ghana, the worst worker is always a Ghanaian. Why are we doing this to ourselves? We know how to build society out there. We know how to help build other countries out there. But our own, we're adamant. And this is about mindset. Been talking about the change of mindset. We must find leaders that can drive this change of mindset, attitudinal change. That we must all believe and change the way we do things. And know that we have to sacrifice today to be able to live better tomorrow. Even if we are not going to get the benefits of the betterment tomorrow, our children should have that betterment tomorrow. And that would have been a legacy for us as leaders. But we don't do that. That is why Nigerians can take advantage, Chinese can take advantage of us, Lebanese can take advantage of us and do whatever they do. Indians, all the companies, the big companies, the big factories, it's owned by foreigners, for God's sake. What is wrong with us, man? What do we own in Africa? What's wrong with us? What is our leadership doing? Our presidency is being sponsored by foreigners. And when they win power, they pay back to them with that wealth. They give out PPP. They give our oil out as PPP. They give our mining out as PPP. Look, foreigners are at the mining sector, destroying roads, water bodies, farmlands. And where is the money? They take it home, back to their countries. And we get what is called royalties, very minute, very little. And we are happy with that. So Nigerians, Saturday, this is for you. Stay home. Don't try. Number one. Igbo King, or whatever you call yourself, get ready for the West. I'm told they said they want to do
the Yam Festival. That's what I was going to ask you.
Has posted a flyer. Is it a flyer or some of you see these Nigerian bloggers? These Nigerian bloggers, they can be really, really annoying. They try to provoke Ghanaians, but we are ready for this provocation. We are ready for it. Whether it's a form of provocation or whatever they are trying to do, we are waiting for the 20th of September, not even 21st. After the 6th demo, if they don't go into hiding and try anything, I am not threatening anybody. Nah, I'm giving out a word of caution. Ghanaians, we are too soft. when it comes to fighting for our own country. We are very soft. But this time, you don't have a leader that is soft. If you don't see your president as your leader, then see me as your leader. Listen to me. At all cost, we must protect our country. That no president can be there forever. I mentioned the presidents and we have forgotten about all of them. President Akufo-Addo just left power 7 months ago. How many of people remember President Akufo-Addo leadership again? How many people talk about President Akufo-Addo? How many people remember? So all these leaders who sit, MPP were in power. All these guys who were there today, who talks about, do you remember any minister from the MPP in the last government? Not. So nobody should think he's powerful when you are in power. No, power comes from the people, not from the government. Do you understand?
Yeah.
The people are the power, not the government. So what the people want is what the government must do, not the opposite. So if the government is listening, we will not entertain anything called Yam Festival in this country again. Never. Never again. If anybody thinks he's that strong, and any policeman or soldier man who thinks that he's going to stop us from stopping this Yam Festival, and any Nigerian man who thinks he's so powerful that he's going to come and do Yam Festival on our soil against our will when we are in pain right now, trying to resolve their barbaric attitude in our country and their criminal activities, we are trying to resolve it quietly. They want to provoke us again. Then we are ready for that 21st of September. This is right. After the 6th of September, we will see what will happen until 21st of September. This attitude of these Nigerians thinking that somebody is shielding them, that person will have to show his face. We want that person to show his face. But I tell you, when people get to the street, no government, no police can stop them. When people are on the street, no military can stop them. Because the military themselves will be on the street. The police will join on the street. When it comes to sovereignty of Ghana, it is their duty as policemen, as military men, as national intelligence officers and everything to protect our country for us. What we are doing is not our duty. If government and national security was doing their duty, we will not be doing and saying the things we are doing or saying. I'm a presidential candidate for God's sake. Why should I be worrying myself about that? Because I want vote. If I want vote, I'd rather keep quiet. But I don't care how many people vote for me or vote against me when it comes to my sovereignty. When it comes to protecting my people. If I will step on toes of individuals, I will step on those toes to make sure that the right thing is done. I will step on those toes. So 6th of September, I am calling on all Ghanaians, wherever you are. Don't sit down and think that it's a protest for Hassan Ayariga. No. It's a work for your own safety. It's a work for your safety of your children, your grandchildren, your parents, the safety of your nation, the safety of the future of Ghana that we are working. We are not demonstrating, we are working.
You're working.
Come out and work peacefully, no matter where you are in this country. If you have the money, pay your transport and get to the 6th of September. Come to Obra Sport. Circle. We say across circle. Join us there to work for peace, to work for unity, to work for our sovereignty, to work to defend our nation, to work to protect our children, to work to guide other nations, other criminals from misbehaving in our country, and to work to let the world know we are not happy with the criminal activities of certain people in our country. We will not start with weapons or taking to the street with any form of arms. We are peace-loving people. We are law-abiding citizens. We will work with placards. But if you joke and come into our work, the placards will turn into something else.
Thank you.
It's a warning.
Thank you.
It's a warning. We are not joking. We are not joking with Ghana. And anybody who wants to joke with Ghana should know that we are out for that person. We are not going to, we will defend Ghana no matter who. If Nigerians can send Bianca to come here to try and see how they can protect their own, what is our government doing to make sure we live in peace? What is our government doing to make sure we live in peace?
That's a question, a multi-million question. We need to ask the government before we actually allow Dr. Hassan Ayariga to go. We know that so many people have sent me messages, emails. People have called me and said that for this reason, that all men has become cowards, and Dr. Hassan Ayariga has come out with boldness as a statesman, with all patriotism, with all the courage that he possesses, with all the aura Allah has given him. We want to hear from him. We want to support him. We want to champion the agenda of 2028. We want to see him in the house, in the Flagstaff house. We want to have a youth president. We want to have somebody who will champion the affairs of the youth, who will be a listener. We want to have somebody who will listen, who will see the plight of the youth, who will see the plight of our mother in Makola, who will see the plight of the poor person who is in an elementary school, who will see the plight of the people of Ghanaians who are in vocation, who will see the plight of people who are unemployed, the youth who are unemployed, who do not have petty jobs to do, who will see the plight of the whole country. We want to hear from him. We want to see and know his agenda. We want to know his plans going on to 2028. And we have got a lot of people. Honestly, I must tell you, Dr. Hassan, I've got so many media personalities, not in Ghana, people all over the world. I've got my brother TM. He said he's messaged you because he's got huge platform like mine. TM he has good. He's a Pan-African man. He's a Ghanaian, but he's a Pan-African man. He believes in your thought. He believes in your ideology and your Ghana first agenda. We've got Sikaba, who's Nanake. We've got Ghana Boy. We've got myself. We've got Mapo. We've got Nanaya. We have huge people who are putting their support. We are putting all our energy behind you because we believe that if somebody will support you is now, and the person who have come out to support is Dr. Hassan Ayariga. So we want to know what 2028 holds for Dr. Hassan Ayariga, so that each and everyone will come together. All youth, everybody will come out and see what we can do in championing the Dr. Hassan Ayariga agenda. Let's hear from you, sir.
You see, being a patriotic citizen and fighting for your country and your people is one quality of a good leader. It's one quality of a good president. That a president who will at all cost be there for his citizens, build a country that is, his children will not be poor and beg for food. His children will not walk out there. When I say children here, I'm talking about citizens of Ghana. Will not walk out there and become beggars or become slaves in another man's country. It's the kind of leader Hassan Ayariga wants to be. I've roamed around the world. I've gone to so many countries in this world, and I've studied every country and their kind of leadership. And I have my own style. And my style is the Ghanaian first, Ghana first. My style is growing what we eat and eat what we grow. My style is building Ghana to become one of the best countries in the world by being a production, manufacturing, and an industrial nation. A country that can build, not copy from other countries, but build your own ways, your own technology, your own way of doing things, your different kinds of leadership, style of leadership. I don't believe in politics of, what do you call it, winner takes it all. I don't believe in that. I believe in the politics of inclusiveness, all inclusive. Because you see, you divide your front, you lose the strength and the power. You put the front together, you have a very strong force to move on. So I would not be a leader that will say, because you voted for me or you voted against me, you get a position in my office or in my government. I will pick the best out of the best to build the best for everybody to become the best. Did you hear me?
Yeah.
I'll pick the best out of the best to build the best for everybody to become the best so that we stop begging as a country. Americans did not beg to become where they are. Chinese did not go begging to become where they are. Europeans did not go anywhere begging. They used certain criteria of building a strong economy. It being technological wise, it being resources wise, it being leadership or whatever. That's what they built. But our country, our leaders in Africa, we only depend on begging. We beg too much. A beggar has no choice. We don't promote anything. We go around from one country to another to beg. We go to Europe to beg. We go to China to beg. We come to the US to beg. What is it that they have? And have some kind of leadership that we cannot. You have a new kind of leadership. Must we copy? When you copy, you become last. Even copying, we don't know how to copy. Even to copy, we cannot copy development. We cannot copy leadership. We cannot copy technology. We cannot copy transformation. What have we copied? And we have copied right. And we are still poor. So even copying as a leader, we don't know how to copy. But I am not going to be a leader to copy. I'm going to be a leader who invents. A leader who promotes, who directs, who changes things that the world will now begin to listen. The world will now begin to say, who is this Hassan Ayariga guy? Who's doing so well in Ghana and in Africa? And I'm not going to work with Ghana alone. Yes. I'm working with Africa. Because when I work with Ghana alone, the rest of them will come to my country. I am going to build the Ghana that will build the rest of the Africa, that we all benefit. Because Africa must begin to do something differently. African is the basket of food to the rest of the world, basket of technology to the rest of the world, basket of resources for everybody to build anything. They come to Africa to take those resources and go and build. What is wrong with us? So President Hassan Ayariga you are waiting for will be one of the best presidents in the world, not even if not the world. This is what we have, the brains, the mindset. When you change your mindset and begin to think of building something, you will definitely build something. It might need correction, but you definitely get to the finals. But if you don't think of anything, you become a puppet at home and become a burden to every society. Now, Ghana, our citizens are a burden to everybody. How can Ghana at 21st century go to countries like Malaysia, Singapore, and asking for technology and asking for support? It's a shame. It's sad. We have left everything behind and we are pushing our stomach in front. We have left our head and our brains backward. And then this is how we are working with stomach. Let's work with our head. Let's use our brains to do it. Let's close the borders. We are going to close borders. You read my manifesto, you will see. I said I'm going to do what is called lockdown. When you open the manifesto, it's there, lockdown. I'm going to lock this country until we become a manufacturing industrial hub, that we do not have to go anywhere and buy anything.
Why can't we do it? We can.
What is wrong with us? What is wrong with us? That has always been my question. We import over $1.2 billion of rice every year. How can a country like Ghana be importing $1.2 billion of rice every year to feed, to consume? We import over $700 million of frozen items, chicken, beef, fish. When we have the sea, we have lands that we can do poultry, we import. We import over $800 million of cooking oil. When we can produce our oil using coconut, using shea butter, using granite, using soya bean, using a whole lot of things, but we import. We import $400 million of fresh tomatoes and canned tomatoes. Even from Burkina Faso, we are still importing. I mean, what do we do in this country? Diapers and tea roll. We are still importing from China. We spend a chunk of $500 million importing that every year. Look at the millions of dollars I'm mentioning. If all these millions of dollars are going to be together, they become billions of dollars. And they can build Ghana. In the 21st century, we cannot produce bicycles. We spend over $550 million importing used bicycles. Used bicycle from Japan and Korea. Common bicycle. But we have scrap all over the country, scrap. And we cannot make use of it to become steel or iron rod or do something better. So, my brother, if I want to speak, I'm going to be very, very, very sad. The leadership in me outweighs what is in Africa. I mean, it outweighs what is in Africa.
Yeah.
The problems of Africa can be solved by Africans, but the right ones. But unfortunately, those who have power have no brains. Those who have brains have no power.
Definitely, that's the truth.
Unfortunately, because those who make the noise, they win power. And they try to subdue those who have the knowledge and the brains and you see, that day you were asking me what was I discussing with Chada.
Yeah.
I was talking to him about all these things, and he could not understand what kind of leader I am. A whole lot of things. He was shocked. He was like, wow, Ayariga, I've never sat with you like this to listen to you, but you're a gem. You're a genius. Do you understand? So we need leadership. We don't care. I told him, I said, look, my brother, the best thing for us to do is to come together as political parties, leaders, and build one strong political party that will take away from NDC and MPP and build our country of young patriots. Than waiting for the NDC and MPP to be being recycled all the time. It years.
Yeah, it goes through a recycling structure.
You know, individual political parties leadership and getting less than 1%. And it won't take us anywhere. But we have the brains. It's not only those who go to school that have brains.
Yeah.
Or who have wisdom or knowledge. There are people who never been to class 1. But the level of wisdom and knowledge outweighs those who are professors and doctors and PhD. So we have to unearth all these people and build the Ghana we want, the country called Ghana and Africa. We can do it better than what is out there. But what do? Our youth are jobless now. They finish school, they have no jobs. Because they are not trained to fit into the industry. They are not trained to fit into the system. They are trained to have certificates and be roaming around with it, a piece of paper called certificate that has no use. You don't train them to acquire certificates. You train them to acquire knowledge and make good use of that knowledge and build something out of it. But in Ghana, we are trained to hold certificates. So we have no use of our training. Because the training does not reflect our needs and wants. It's a white man language. Go and read books, pass mathematics, pass English language, pass science, and then you are called a graduate. But pass to do what? Read mathematics to do what? Read science to become what? To invent what? That is what we need. The learning must come out with results, not to become workers.
All right, guys, now we're back to sum up everything. Unbelievable and statement. Nyame Dr. Hassan Ayariga, Anu Ebano, Anu Shi Ankasa, and some of us, we are enjoying them and we like them. Now, the first one I will echo here is also, I dare him to try to set Obe celebrity sa Yam Festival. No? The second one, also, they're going to storm the land now. You see what now you see all year preparation was, so they're going to storm there with the national security, and they will make sure said they investigate to see who the land belongs to. We all know, say we've heard said land no what to be when you're driving towards Akosomo Road, baby. I've so as on Toby Central Region, baby anani the yere nefine. Until there are a couple of lands akwano what to talk around, and investigations is underway to undercover those lands now air coastal. We are trying our best to make sure say we do everything possible. But when you listen to Dr. Hassan Ayariga on this particular message, you know say the man is prepared, and we are looking into 2028 for Dr. Hassan Ayariga, because look, we as a youth, we have nowhere to put our hope right now except somebody like him who is standing out there for us and talking for us and making our voices and everything being heard. So if you are here, I'm just entreating all of you on the 6th of September, Bomodia Saturday, Bomodia se Ubeba field, and also let's all go ahead and protest against this kind of things at Air Kosovo Ghana. We cannot continue to have people, foreigners, on Babetra Ghana, or Yeni or more penny at the Ebusia, but Bomodian said Uber subscribe, share, no comment. Very important to us. Let's keep moving and let's our subscription go high. Ebusia, that's a ne, Yebesen share, Ewa has a piao,